Rosanna by Toto in my head, not realizing that I hit the live button. But here I am. Hey, Sniper. Sniper, I sent that stuff to Adam, and Adam says that he's going to be there for Tuesday's talks, and he's looking forward to it. He said he's down for all things esoteric. Hope everyone, I don't want to say enjoyed the time with Goldie, although Goldie's a very enjoyable person to be with. But, it was a tough tale that she told. Um, a lot of bravery. Big credit for her doing that. Hey, Adam, I was just talking about you. How are you, my friend? Hey, Timo. Timo says, good night, my friend. I hope you are doing well. I hope all of you are doing well. You, Sabine, and Bax. Hey, Lady Sky. Jonathan, my friend, how are you? How's the weekend wrapping up for everyone? I want to reiterate, we had Walking with Goldie up. This was part 2. This was the Age of Rebellion and Seeking. How her life was changed in a harrowing moment of prayer. She prayed for 2 things. Let's see. Lady Sky says she's doing all right. Hey, Lee. Lee, how are you? Adam says, we're doing okay, except my ears are hot because we were talking about you. Pretty good, Lady Sky. Thank you for asking. I'm setting up my live stream for tomorrow morning, so I'm going to do some work as we chat. So yeah, everything started off with Goldie today. Tomorrow, Alan Ishak, best-selling author. He wrote a book. I believe it's 101 places, 101 places to find. Maybe it was 50. I think it was 50. 50 places to find peace and quiet in New York City. Best-selling book, and he's the author of Mystic and the Muse, a brand new. Well, it's a year old now. I think it's been out for a year. Mystic novel. I have not yet bought it, but I want to. He'll be up tomorrow at 1:00, and we're going to talk Course in Miracles. One of the big things I want to ask him. He's been practicing A Course in Miracles since 1986. So in just a couple months, it'll be 40 years of practice. The course had only been out for 11 years when he started practicing it. And hey, Heavenly Star, when I asked him if he wanted to come up and talk about it, such an overwhelmingly enthusiastic and loving response. And I told him it's a small channel. I might only have 6 people. And he was like, so I get to come up and talk to 6 people about the thing that changed my life? Are you kidding? I'd love to show up. Pretty cool, huh? And I thought about all those people who said yes. They'd like to come up. They'd like to share their stories, including Goldie. And when my friend James Plath, who was a guest, another one who was so enthusiastic, exuberant to come up. Adam says he looked cute as a witch. I hope he's talking to Squirrel Sniper. Hey, Ellie. Heavily, how's your weekend been? You gonna do any more burpees today? Hey, Ellie, thank you for being so understanding today, this afternoon. Hey, Michael. Mike, how are you feeling? Things starting to clear out a little bit? Sweet Butter says, take your pills. Good night, dearly. Love you all equally. Yep, I got about 45 minutes before I take my pill, but I will. Thank you so much, champ. Hey, Allie. Says, hi, Uncle Yoga. Hello, my friend. Thanks for being here. Uncle says, I'm still feeling under the weather, but I thought that I'd say hello. I appreciate that, Michael. Get some rest, my friend. I'm doing good, Ellie. Lady Sky says hi to Ellie. Heavenly says, I didn't do burpees today, working at the farm right now. Well, that's a workout for sure. Hey, Sissy. Sissy says, Yogi, couldn't find you. I'm always in the last place you look. Hey, next time, make sure you check under the couch. Where I normally find myself. Check under the cushions, you lift it up. There I am. Give me one moment, guys. So yeah, he's coming up. Anyway, James Plath, who has been up. He reached out to me 1 or 2 days ago and said, hey, would you be, can I interview you for his show? He has a wonderful interview podcast, the Advanced Institute of Astonishment. And when he asked me to come up, I had just mentioned a day or two before that I don't think I could give an interview. I got nothing. I literally have nothing to say. Surprisingly, as I'm up here saying nothing every day, right? So my own initial reaction when people ask me to come up is to say no. What could I say? But then I thought about that big yes that I've gotten from so many people, and I knew that I had to do the same. That I think maybe I got all those yeses from people as a demonstration of that it is time to step out of my own comfort zone. I thought I had, with live streams, because live stream was never my big comfort zone, but it's gotten more so now. Emily says we have 11 dogs, 3 goats, 16 cows. Well, 3 horses, 18 chickens, 12 cats, 2 ducks, 1 pig, 1 rooster, and 1 peacock. That's awesome. Could I possibly talk you into getting 4 more ducks? I think a nice, even half dozen ducks would be a pretty good place to be. Ali says, I've been blessed with a beautiful day, so I'm grateful, Yogi. Every day is a blessing. I agree, Ali. Every day is a blessing. Hey, Buddha. Buddha, how are you? La Fortis, did I get that right? I don't know what that says. Gary Pratchett. Hi, Carl. Carl, how did your eye exam go? Ellie says I have to take my pill soon. I would only take 3 today, not 4, because I forgot to take the last one. Adam says he loves a good farm. Hey, Adam, how much property do you actually have? Buddha says, hey to everyone. Sissy says, I'm feeling better. Thank you. Hey, you think you'll be able to restart your workouts this week, Sissy? Hey, Sue. Bud Files is here. Coco's here. Hey, Coco. Beverly says, no more ducks. I don't like them. The males like to fight. Yeah, I captured a couple clips of some ducks fighting the other day. Lady Sky says, watching NFL football and my team is losing as usual, Yogi. What's your team? Is it the Titans? Tennessee Titans? Am I right about that? Emily says, I'm not truly sure. I know geese, certain times of the year, they like to fight. We discusses Tennessee Titans, Yogi, yes. So I don't really watch football, but every once in a while I'll watch some clips. I started watching clips of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and until about 4 or 5 days ago, I didn't even know their Jacksonville had a team. Um, I'm not even sure I knew Tennessee had a team until recently. Anyway, the quarterback for the Jaguars is, and two of the receivers are pretty awesome. So I don't particularly like football, but I love seeing athletes who are really good at what they do. Titans 7, Colts 17, almost halftime. There's still time, still hope. 0 acres, about 7 acres of freedom for me. Ellie says, Yogi, to be honest, I don't mind not watching something if it'll make someone more comfortable to talk if I'm not there. But she was concerned because she was talking about some really heavy subjects. So she was just worried about young people uh, maybe being overly, not overly, but being sensitive to what she was talking about. Okay, this guy says, Trevor Lawrence, quarterback for Jaguars. He's pretty good. He does some pretty amazing stuff. Buddha says, never say no, don't block you for being, never say no, don't block for you already know. Oops, sorry. That moved. Let me see if I can find it again. So don't need in the deal, but cooking in background, Yogi. Say maybe we'll see, but never know. That's a blockage to your higher self. Thank you, Buddha. I appreciate that. So, and you're absolutely right. So when I heard that, when he asked me to come up, I didn't hesitate. There might have been a little hesitation at thinking wise, but then it was you got to say yes. So I did. It's going to be November 19th. It's not going to be live. He's going to interview me though on his podcast, and then there'll be a premiere. I'll let you guys know if you want to hang out with me. He says, Ellie, a bit of advice: just be yourself. Don't worry about others and the issues. If you're happy and enjoy chatting, chat away. Emily says we had a goose, but a coyote got it. I'm sorry. I do like geese. Geese are sort of the assholes of the waterfowl world, but for a good reason. Hey, Lucy. So they're playing, your team is playing the Colts. The Colts used to be Baltimore's team back in the day. Baltimore had their heart broken. Baltimore was a huge sports city. They loved their Colts. They loved the Baltimore Orioles. And when the Baltimore Colts packed up in the middle of the night in a snowstorm and drove out of town, and there was a couple reporters filmed the whole thing. This is a sad sight, sad thing for Baltimore. Adam says total net worth about $2,000. Sue says details. Oh, in the background. Got you, my friend. Toy pups. Did I miss you coming in? We got some unicorn vibes. Thank you, Lucy. Saying hi to everyone. It was a good chat, Ellie. It was a good chat. It was a bad time. It was a bad time for our friend Goldie those years. I can't make any promises, Lady Sky. Please say sorry. You ready for Halloween? Ellie says hi to Lucy. Speaking of Halloween, the day before Halloween, Nature's Dog Realms and I, the maker of this pen, her and I are going to do TV theme songs, by the way. A great unboxing. This is for that night. It's a kazoo. I don't know which one of us thought of doing a kazoo. But this is for those theme songs, TV theme songs that don't have words to it. So you guys like want to hear the Rockford Files? If you want to go to the movies and you want to hear the theme song for Shaft done on a kazoo, and who doesn't really want to hear the theme song of Shaft done on a kazoo? I think really that's all we've actually been waiting for. Now's your chance. We can do it. It's already set up. Good to go. Don't worry. I'm not going to try it until Halloween. But you saw the unboxing. 5 days till Halloween. What are you going to do for Halloween, Lady Sky? So yeah, we're going to be doing our theme song, Halloween theme song night, the night of Halloween. Adam says, I'm curious about the Course in Miracles teacher who talks about that we should be in the world active or whatever. I'm sure I'll have lots of questions. Yep, she'll be Friday. She can only be up for about an hour, which to me, I'm calling this a cat. To me, demonstrated. She said, I'd love to come up. She's a well-established. She is the co-executor of Circle of Atonement, which is a big course publisher, teaching facility. So I know she's busy. And I was surprised that she said she'd come up, and she'd come up so quickly. I only asked her last week. And she said she only has an hour. So if you're that busy, but you'll still take an hour to talk to someone that you just met, that's pretty impressive. Very, very grateful. So yes, they do have a little different perspective. You know, the Course states explicitly, do not seek to change the world, seek to change how you see the world. However, that doesn't necessarily mean not being active. Because, you know, the body still has to eat. It's the whole chop wood, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. The thing is, it's what you do at the level of the mind that counts, not at the level of the body. The level of the body, you know that people still need to eat. So even the mind, not making it real, knows that, and very compassionately, spontaneously, empathetically feeds people. You know that people need homes. So at the level of the mind, full of love, but knowing ultimately the only true home is with God. The level of the body, you go out and you build a home for someone. That's my guess on her approach. Ellie says, I'm about to head to bed, Yogi. Well, thanks for hanging out with us. Have an amazing night. Love you all, Uncle Yogi. Love you too, Ellie. Adam says, I hope you have a healing, peaceful rest, Ellie. He says, Ellie, take it easy. Yeah, I bet you're still tired out, Sissy. Let's see. LD? How about if I just say 56? Because I think that's the only thing. Maybe I could say 34. I'm from the United States on the East Coast. How about you, my friend? Hey, Stitch. Hey, Jamie. Adam says, I kind of like in it too, that there are still many perspectives to glance at a turd, but it's still a turd. Gotcha. Hey, Stats. That says, hey, Yogi, listen to I bake coffee cakes. Wow. I don't know if I've ever known anyone who baked a coffee cake before. I always thought that they just came in cellophane packages. That's pretty awesome. So what's going on, Jamie? Hey, Jamie, nice job on those pistol squats or a flower. Stitch says, how are you today? I'm good, Stitch. How about you? Hey, Environment. You can't polish a turd. Do we know that for certain? Has there been any extensive investigation, experiments to know if we can actually do that or not? Until we've actually sat down experimentally and tried it ourselves, I wonder. Sissy says coffee cakes are especially of mine, especially banana cup. Man, I didn't know you could put bananas in coffee cake. Extra crumble and caramel drizzle. That sounds really good. Hey, Sats, do you have a coffee cake secret like Sissy does? Stitch says hi to Lucy. Stitch, I'm doing pretty good, my friend. How about you? So coffee cakes don't naturally come in cellophane wrappers. Who knew? Environment says maybe if dried out, extra fine sandpaper might polish it. What if it was petrified? Not scared. So the person that Adam was talking about that is coming up Friday is Emily Perry, the co-executive of uh, Circle of Atonement with her husband Robert Perry. They got a Circle of Atonement. It's a wonderful channel that has all kinds of. I highly recommend it. Let me type it in there. Go visit. All things relating to A Course in Miracles. From a really unique but beautiful perspective. So this is Stanford with 6 million funds. Say differently about the polishing. Environment is laughing, says true. Hey, Songahin, how are you? Adam says, sounds scrump, delicious. Banana and coffee cake really does sound good. The real question, of course, is do you say caramel or caramel? That says I make sour cream coffee cakes. Half the ones I made today have walnuts. I love walnuts. I have walnuts and my second oatmeal for the day. An old recipe, but popular one. It has cinnamon, sugar mixture in the center. I would not thought of sour cream in coffee cake. Oh, Adam says coffee cake sounds delicious. That's what I was thinking. Caramel. But Sissy says caramel. Depending on how you say it, does the coffee cake taste different? Songahan says, Stats, that sounds delicious. I would eat that. Sissy says a mix of both. Hey, do you put walnuts on yours, Sissy? I see extra crumbles, but I don't see walnuts. Oh, wow. Stats. That's pretty incredible. Half of the cakes has a center. Uh, the center has a center smashed. Walnuts with a sugar mix. Yum. I bet. Ladies guy says how to stats. Uh, Sissy says nope, but sometimes the caramel. Um, from now on, when Stats says caramel, I will say caramel. When Sissy says caramel, I will say caramel. Uh, Caramel tastes more like butterscotch. I love butterscotch. They don't make butterscotch. I mean, they do, right? Obviously, but I don't see like butterscotch stuff. I have never had Butterfinger ice cream. Sissy says crushed walnuts are a must. I would agree. That says my friends fight over my creation. Last dish I took, they kept for themselves. Uh, Covert. Do you make enough for everyone? Do you make enough to send like to? Well, actually, I can't have it because sour cream. Oh, it was a party dish to pass, and they took it. Pretty sneaky, but it does speak highly for your coffee cakes. So, hey, Sats, what else do you make? Sissy says my grandma Caroline is a confectionist, so that means she can like get up in all kinds of different poses with the head behind the leg. And no, that's a contortionist. Sorry, I get those two confused. Uh, and taught me how to make chewy butterscotches. I really did love butterscotch. That says it was a huge bowl. Buddha is back. Thanks for coming back, Buddha. Sour cream. They do have vegan sour cream, but as a vegan, I don't eat sour cream. Buddha put jasmine rice on stove. Nice. No pen wagging. I make no promises. But have you noticed? I did switch out my pens. I'm going to do it one more time. Buddha says I love butterscotch. Me too. Sissy says not a contortionist. So all this time, I've been asking my local contortionist to bake me coffee cake, and she kept shaking her head, saying, "No, no, no, I'm a contortionist." And I'm like, "Exactly." So I should have been going to my local confectionist. That makes more sense. I might sneeze, guys. Maybe my second time that I sneezed. Not like ever, but on a live stream. So that says I make lots of stuff. Um, Trying to find time to do a lemon meringue pie. I love lemon meringue. Been wanting one lately. How awesome is it to say I want a lemon meringue pie and then to make it instead of going out to buy one? This guy says, "Oh, cool, Yogi vegan sour cream." Yeah, everything can be veganized now. Boil a can of condensed milk into a caramel is good. I've never heard of that before. And then you just drink it. Buddha says I haven't had one since I was 25. What do you think, Song of Hand? Is the pen wagon better than the finger wagon? Buddha says they don't eat sweets or candy or drink soft drinks anymore. It's been a long time for me too. Well, the last time I had a soda, well, probably at a like a 100-mile race, I might have some to help settle the stomach and get a little extra calories. If I need a little caffeine. Hey, Raz, namaste to you, my friend. Sissy says I don't make a lot of stuff, mostly childhood favorites are what I know best. What's your favorite, Sissy? Buddha says, I gotta walk Destiny in a few. We'll leave this running. Thank you, Buddha. We'll be live for about another half hour. That says it's better homemade. My mom and Grams taught me to bake the old stuff. My mom was an excellent baker. She was a great cook. I started cooking for myself at a very young age, like maybe 11, 12. She was a good cook and an excellent, excellent baker. Peanut butter no bakes and chocolate no bakes are my favorite. Don't need the oven. So what is it? What's that consist of, Sissy? Adam says, catamel? Catamel. Or should there be an R there? Caramel. Brad says, I hope you had a good day. I did. Brad, how about you? Man, I love cinnamon rolls too, Sissy. Or I'm sorry, Lady Sky. And peanut butter fudge. Yep, me too. I have recently fallen back in love with peanut butter. Makes me wonder why I ever stopped. I get all natural peanut butter. Guess what the ingredients is? Peanuts. Oreo fudge. I've never had Oreo fudge. Peter says I stopped drinking water in 2018 and drink only water. I drink only water except for 1 cup of ginger tea, sometimes turmeric ginger tea in the evening, 1 cup of coffee early in the morning. Other than that, it's water all through the day. Buddha says, cool lady sky. Yes, they delicious. Love Christmas. Adam says, caramelize with caramel. Caramelize with caramel. I actually no longer know how I say it because I've been going back and forth. Buddha says, cool. Adam says, and so it is. I love to make East cinnamon rolls or Christmas cutouts, but I can't find my other recipe box. Lucy says, I love my energy drinks, candy, and Debbie snacks. That is my diet, will never change. But you're pretty fit, Lucy. I know you walk a lot. Hey, stats, Sissy, I don't know why. I'm thinking maybe Adam too. What do you guys know of sourdough? Like cultivating the culture. Heavenly says, sorry, I was uploading pics on my page. No problem, Heavenly. I actually don't have any salt in this peanut butter. It is just peanuts. I could probably do with a touch of salt. I don't add sodium in anything, so it's only what I get in my food. So if it had a little sodium, that wouldn't be bad. Adam says, yes, stats, I'm old, so operating a 1970 grammar. Environment says, I would skip school and try to cook eggs on the barbecue at a very young age. Did it work? Every single type of egg I've ever tried to make, with the exception of hard-boiled eggs, turned into scrambled. Every omelet turned into a scrambled egg, whatever. Adam says, of course, I'm strange when I find it offensive that modern dictionaries have the word irregardless. I wrote a poem. I'll find it for you sometime. Called Irregardless. Caramel. Sniper. I think so far we've gotten more caramels than caramel. One second, guys. I got my wagon pen. Not a wagon pen. Lady Sky says 2 cups of finely crushed Oreos, 1 package of white chocolate chips, 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, Yogi. Well, that sounds good. I like all things vanilla, by the way. Vanilla over chocolate any day of the week. Am I wrong about that? Buddha says energy drinks here lead to many deaths. Careful, Lucy. Just let you know. Seth says, me too. To percolated fish. Sissy says, sugar, buttermilk, and unsweetened cocoa powder, plus quick cooking oats, creamy peanut butter, and vanilla extract. 2 things with vanilla extract. I'm sticking by what I said. Vanilla over chocolate. Hey, Kat. Kat says, hi, Yogi, and hi to everyone. Yes, like a starter bread mix for the sourdough. You know, years ago, I read stories by Jack London, and he would write about the Yukon Gold Rush, 1890s, and they would guard the secret for their sourdough. And because it was so cold, they would actually wrap it around their belly to keep the culture alive. People were actually killed trying to steal other people's sourdough culture. Ever since I read that, I've had a fascination with starting your own sourdough. Buddha says, and my friend failed a drug test and she only drank Red Bull. Wow. 4 day and came out positive for cocaine. Lost the daughter. Wow. Hey, how many energy drinks do you drink a day, Lucy? Buddha says, hey, Kat. Environment says energy drinks destroy the liver. Sissy says, I love having sourdough starter on hand. I shed a few tears a couple weeks ago when my jar of starter broke. Need to start fresh. Double the recipe and share half. That is tradition. How long does it take to start? It's amazing. It's a living thing. DC says energy drinks used to give me a panic attack, but since hormones, I really don't have to worry about that anymore. White chocolate, is that a real thing? It's not real chocolate. Adam says, Wild Mountain Ginseng, $600 a pound. Well, it works. I could drink 6 energy drinks and go to sleep. Hey, Adam, do you collect your own ginseng? I wonder if our friend Michael does. There's actually people who used to in the mountains, in the Appalachian Mountains, who earn their living collecting ginseng. Lady Sky says, mix well and pour in buttered pan. Smooth the mixture out. Refrigerate 4 to 6 hours until firm. Cut into bite-sized squares and enjoy. Yummy Oreo fudge yogi. It sounds good. I like that. I'd have to veganize it. That's not that many, Lucy. Since they don't really count, but maybe like 2 or 3. Environment says sourdough culture Sounds like the toilet paper pandemic. So how many people actually, anyone ever going to admit that they panicked over toilet paper in 2020, 2021? DC says with many different flavors. Adam says all energy drinks have aspartame. I'd rather try to eat a tire, but no judgment. Have fun. 14 days of double feeding and then once a week to keep it maturing. How, if it hadn't broken, how long can you keep sourdough culture for? Stats, have you ever done anything with sourdough? I'm going to take my sleep supplement in just a minute. Kat says, oh my God, I can't believe somebody mentioned the toilet paper sorted. I'm making a video with that in it right now. Interesting. I can't wait to see it. Does anyone still have like closetfuls of toilet paper that they had saved up? So look around my room. See all those books? You really think that I was worried about toilet paper? Sissy said months. DC says, not the monsters that I drink, Adam, but still have many things that are not good. Astral Flame is what Monster has. That doesn't even sound like a real thing. What actually is Flame? DC said, discard about half and feed it equal parts flour and water by weight each time. DC says, still pretty harsh chemical. Adam says he feels better now. Sissy says, my discard usually becomes buns or pretzels. Man, I gave up sourdough pretzels. I used to love sourdough pretzels. I gave them up because last year when I was suffering, lots of issues, but I eliminated so much of everything. My diet was so extremely plain. And I started adding back stuff back in until I reached that balancing point where my issue no longer bothered me. It diminished, actually, all but disappeared. And I never added pretzels back in. Hard pretzels or soft pretzels, Sissy? And you like Utz or Snyder's better? Separate says it's also the esoteric that comes with the logo of monsters. 3 lines, which in Hebrew is the number 666. Environment said energy drinks are like the drug addiction with no high. I guess people feel they get something out of it, right? Adam says, wild ginseng is like cocaine without side effects. Just saying. How do you take it, Adam? Do you make tea out of it? Oh, it's an artificial sugar like aspartame, just different. Got you. Sepper says, why go that extra distance? What do you mean, Sepper? Sissy says, both. Snyder's. Agreed. 1000%. I would have been very upset if this turned out to be an Utz friendly live stream. Nothing the matter with Utz in general. Sorry, yes. But in particular, compared to Snyder's. Hi, Carl. Carl, I hope everything went well with the eye doctor. Snyder's, of course. So that's sorry, I was listening. Pan and loaves with coffee cake. Gotcha. Hey, Super Champ. taking my pill. Just in time, champ. Take care. DC says, yes, there is some symbolism with the monster's flea marks, but I drink it anyway. San says Phil Snyder in Blue Thunder. Scheider. Phil Scheider in Blue Thunder. Is that a movie? Sissy said, you said nuts, and I agree. Both soft and hard pretzels. Did I say nuts? Carl says an eye patch on. Wow. It sounds like it was pretty serious, Carl. Sissy says, hi, bye, super artist. Stat says, I take them out of pan to cool after 10 minutes. Still warm. They don't stick and come out easier. Gotcha. Lady Scott says Colts 24, Titans 7, third quarter. There's still time. There's still time. I'm rooting for you, Lady Sky. Environment says, I love the fun, truth, and honesty here. Thank you, Environment. I appreciate you being part of it. As a matter of fact, I have no idea why you're not a moderator, my friend. But we're going to fix that. Oh, I said nuts instead of uts. I think I said uts. And it came out. It sounded like. All right, I probably did. Oh, that's Roy Schneider from Jaws and all that jazz. Adam says, if I were to harvest it now, I would just take the leaves. Aren't the roots a little more potent, though, Adam? This guy says, thanks, Yogi. My team needs a miracle. It can happen. They can do it. I guess the Raiders aren't doing that well, are they? Since you said nuts, and leaned over and corrected yourself by saying uts. All right, that sounds like something I would do. I blame it on the pen. Had I been holding this pen instead, that would not have happened. Hey, Mom Dog, how are you, my friend? What's new, Mom Dog? Lisa says, hello to Molly. This guy says, no pen wagon. But this is how we get a miracle for your football team. Sissy says, and I would agree, I would be nuts to prefer uts. Agreed. Mom Dog says, hey to Lady Sky. Adam says, roots are much more powerful, but also are opportunists. They don't give a crap about the planet. Gotcha, Adam. Sniper says, percolated fish. Hopefully this week I'll be chatting about an interesting and touchy subject of light. Hey, send him the stuff, Sniper. Molly says, I'm good. Thanks so much. How are you, Yogi? I'm good, Molly. It's been a good day. It's been a good weekend. DC says, it's your magic wand. That and my decorative hand-carved and signed Michael Burkane spoon. Christmas 2024. Not too far. I'll have it for a year. Hey, Mr. Something Else. Morning, Yogi from New Zealand. It's a good day. Recovering from and preparing for new surgeries. I've been more active, stretching, sleeping much better. Good days are rare. Welcome back. I'm glad you're sleeping better. When's your new surgery, my friend? When's the next one? Sissy says, now I want to make toffee pretzels. Toffee. So what actually is toffee? This guy says sounds yummy. Hey, um, Adam and Mr. Something Else. Give me a second. I did check out, and now I can't remember his name. Who was it that you guys told me to check out? And I actually had heard him before. I heard him do the song about ice, but I didn't know who that was. I see the Bob Dylan reference for sure. 100%. 100%, guys. This guy says cinnamon and sugar pretzels. Yogi would eat that. Maybe it'd have to be a pretty special occasion. Sissy says, but I don't really eat sweets that much. I like spicy and savory snacks better. I could just sit and eat a raw potato like an apple. Just hand me some sea salt. I used to eat raw potatoes when I was a kid. Sissy says, percolated fish, have you had a chance to read my thoughts? Within a month for Mr. Something Else. Adam says, I have been thinking about ordering Pandex ginseng starters. It would still be way more powerful than Korean ginseng. I always heard Siberian ginseng was pretty powerful, but it was not a true ginseng. Is that true, Adam? Mr. Something Else says I do Tai Chi sort of, and I do real rudimentary yoga, like the first three. Do active meditation dance, Osho style. Are there good teachers online? Or do I need to go to local classes? Yoga with Adriene. I think she's one of the best. But you can find some really good online teachers. This guy says around Christmas time, Yogi. Yeah, probably around Christmas time. I might eat something like that. As long as it was definitely 100% vegan. Mr. Something Else says, if I am mad, I dance too and play the drums. Hey, Mike. Mike, thanks for coming in. How's the fishing, my friend? Hey, you new happy? How are you? Sorry. Say hi to my cat. Darren, what's new with you, my friend? Mike says, happy subbed and commented, my friend. Buddha says, background, going to walk Destiny. Thank you for hanging out, Buddha. I much appreciate it. Matt says, Mrs. Something Else. Awesome. We got a guest coming up.
Hi. Oh my gosh. My device was working just now, and then all of a sudden I joined the live and it just starts doing this. I'm like, what? I had a song all picked out and everything.
What was the song?
It's called the Cup Song. You know, there's that, it was like viral for a while where they were doing this thing like this. When I'm gone, gone, gone.
Yep.
You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. It goes like this. I got my ticket for the long way round. 2 bottles of whiskey for the way. And I sure would like some good company. But I'm leaving tomorrow. What do you say? When I'm gone, gone, gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. She like
Isn't
it?
there a dance that goes with that?
No, it's a thing that goes like this. You're supposed to do like this thing like this with your hand with a cup, and then you're supposed to flip the cup around.
Let's see it.
Oh my god. Well, this isn't the right cup, but it's kind of like this. When I'm gone, 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 you're gonna miss me. It's a smaller cup, and then they do this thing like this. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Didn't everybody ever see that? Lucy says, I know that song. I love that. Yes, Lucy, remember? It was like with the cup, when I'm gone, gone. All I remember was a cup flipping and someone like doing like this kind of a thing.
Yeah, it was from a movie, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I just saw it like viral on like all the, and it was more like younger kids were doing the song.
Right.
Yeah.
Sissy remembers.
Oh, you remember it, right? When I'm gone, it goes, I've got my ticket for the long way round. 2 bottles of whiskey for the way. And I sure would like some good company. But I'm leaving tomorrow. What do you say? Oh, when I'm gone, gone, gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone, 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 you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. I'm kind of like vibing with that song today. I wish I could sing the whole thing because I sang it one time on your live stream.
The part that you sing now sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah. Thanks, Yogi.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. Hi, Percolated Fish. Hi, Mr. Something Else. That's a pretty cool name.
It is.
And True Consciousness. Wow, that's a really cool name, too. Hi, Lucy.
Mr. Something Else is a new friend from, this is his second visit from New Zealand.
Oh, hi, Mr. Something Else. We love your name. Like, you could be anything. You're just something else.
No,
Hi,
he's
Lady
Mr. He's
Sky.
Mr. Something Else.
Yeah, I thought I would just come say hi to Yogi today. And normally I'm not joining the live streams, but I thought, why not come do my song? Because I had it and everything. And I was like, when I'm gone, gone, gone. And I was sounding so good to myself, right? I'm like, why don't I go join the Yogis live and sing it? And then my device honked out. It does that, but then it does that. It doesn't really.
Hey, Mr. Something Else's, your name is Mark.
Hi, Mark. How are you? Hi. So you rather be called Mark. Okay. We'll call you Mark. You're in a safe place here, Mark, and welcome.
He's making some tea. Hey.
Thank you, Percolated Fish. You make me smile every time I see you. I'm like, is he percolating? Like, does he percolate fish? Because, you percolate coffee.
Yep.
But I've never saw percolated and fish together. It's like percolated fish. Let's percolate some fish. Doesn't sound yummy. I'm going to say that.
Don't knock it till you try it, Toy Pups.
I don't know, but no percolated fish. No, thank you. Percolate my coffee, and that's about it.
Hey, did I show you my pen?
I love your pen. She's so creative. Like, did she make it?
She did.
Like what? The topper part? She made it, and like, how does it go?
I don't know how the whole thing came together. but it's
Oh,
beautiful.
Pitch Perfect. Yeah, that was a movie, wasn't it? Yogi's right. It was a movie. Yogi's cooler than you guys think, guys. Yogi, you're so cool. Perfect Pitch was
Where,
like, it's
where did that
like
come from? Wait, back up. Yogi's cooler than you think. Wait a minute. Is there anyone here thinking that I'm not cool? Yogi's cooler than you think, guys.
I'm just saying. You always like just pick at me. Like I'm just saying. If they didn't know, like you're really cool because that
But you
was
sounded
from
like
the movie Perfect Pitch.
you
It's not
sounded
even
like
an
you
old movie or
yourself.
nothing.
You sounded like you yourself were surprised. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect any of
It's
it.
like, what? He saw the movie Perfect Pitch. It was like a whole singing movie. It's so cool.
Lucy says, coolest ever. See
He's the
that?
coolest ever.
Hey,
It's,
I sang Umbrella. I sang
yes, you did. You did.
how cool is that?
You're the coolest. Honestly, when you did that, I was like, what's up with this guy? Like, he's singing Rihanna. Like, what the heck? And of all the songs, he's like, under my and you did such a good job. I'm not gonna lie. You did such a good job. Like, I wanted to go sing it after because I'm like, he did a good job. I just want to compete with him. You know what I mean?
I know what you were thinking. If he can do it, I
I
can do
can
it
sing
better.
it even better. If
I
he
know
did
you.
such a good job, I bet you I will rock that one out.
Ladies, guys trying to tell on me. She says Yogi has been waving his pen and toy pups.
It's such a beautiful pen. Like,
It
she's
is.
so creative. And it's a yin and yang.
I like that thought environment. Who was that in the drawing? True Consciousness wants to know.
Oh, it's pretty cool, right? Someone made that. Someone like drew that. And it's supposed to replicate a person. And they did a really good job. Doesn't like, they did a really, really good job. And I didn't notice all the pluses on there, or you can say crosses and stuff. It's like so cool. And it says biggest something, but I can't read what it says. Yeah, it's really cool. Someone did them. Someone drew it, and I thought it's so nice. Like, it looks so realistic.
True Consciousness says, let's go. Toy pups and Yogi sing.
Let's do a song that we both know. Let's do a duet. Because you've been duetting up the place with like everybody, and I'm like, what? Not with me.
We've duetted before. We did Jolene, remember?
Oh yeah, you want to do Jolene? I know. I could do the Jolene, Jolene, Jolene. I love that song. Please don't take him just because you can. You know all the other words, Yogi.
I do know all the other words.
Your hair
Well,
is like an. I make up my own words. Your hair is so long, I can't believe that you have so much hair on your head. It's unreal.
hold on.
It wasn't
I'll bring-
inspired by you or anything.
Obviously. Thank you for that.
Okay.
The hits just keep coming in my direction here.
Like I got that. It's like when she's sassy because she just keeps coming with them. All from a love place, like a place of love. All from a place of love.
So go ahead, do the first chorus. I'll do the second.
Like I told you, I don't know the words. I just know Jolene, Jolene, Jolene.
That's the beginning of it. And then I'm begging of you, please don't take my man.
I'm begging of you, please don't take my man.
And then repeat the Jolene.
Jolene, Jolene, Jolene.
Please
Please
take him.
don't take him just because you can.
There you go. Your beauty is beyond compare, with flaming locks of urban hair, with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your beauty is like a breath of spring. Your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. You ready?
Jolene,
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 Jolene, Jolene.
Jolene.
I'm begging of
I'm
you, please
begging
don't
of
take my
you,
man.
please don't take my man. I hope nobody takes your
Jolene.
man, Yogi.
I hope no one takes my man either.
Nobody takes your man.
Nope.
Oh, what about
Hey, what's that?
what's that one? Grease, the Grease song. Um, I sing it all the time. How does it go? I got
Better shape up.
chills, they're multiplying, and I'm losing control. 'Cause what you're bringing, Squirrel Sniper, it's electrifying. Yogi better shape up. Woo hoo hoo. He better come with some new sounds. We're begging him, Yogi. You better shape up. Woo hoo hoo. We're not talking about kettlebells. We're talking about your voice. Yogi. Yogi.
Hey, we did another song together before. Do you remember what it is?
It was a funny song.
We did Hopelessly Devoted to You before.
Oh, I love when my device works. I swear to gosh, you know what I mean? I don't have the lyrics. All I know is nothing of that song. I know nothing except that I'm hopelessly devoted to you.
That's
Because
the
you
best
said
part.
it just now.
You got the melody though.
Oh, is it?
Uh-huh. But now there's nowhere to hide. Since he pushed my
Push
love
my
aside,
love
I'm out of my head.
aside.
Hopelessly
Hopelessly
devoted to
devoted to
you.
you.
Hopelessly
Hopelessly
devoted to
devoted to
you.
you.
See? Good job.
Oh my god, we do so good together. Hi, Selma.
Hey, Selma.
Hi. I haven't seen you in forever. Hi, Enviromad. Oh my god, you got the coolest people on your live stream, Yogi. Hi, Enviromad. That's a serious. I feel like we're talking about the ozone layer when we talk about Enviromad, you know? Like we should be talking to you about recycling and going green, you know?
I
He's
want to
environmentally mad.
let Mr. Something Else know that I am Gen X too. I am upper generation Gen X, first wave.
We're all the generations, guys. We're Gen Z, Gen X. We're like Gen up the place. Like, I don't even know. We're like baby boomers. That's one too, right?
Yep.
Where, what's the other one? You're a baby boomer. Yeah, there's Gen X.
There was the silent generation,
Oh,
and there was the
really?
greatest generation. Yep.
What was the silent generation about?
You know what? They were a underrated generation. They did a lot of great stuff. You know, the Beatles were the silent generation. The Rolling Stones were the silent generation.
The
Um,
monkeys?
the silent generation as well. They were between the age 19, born 1928 to 1940 something, maybe
Holy
40, maybe
cow.
45, and then 45 onwards were the baby boomers. But the greatest generation, which came through the Great Depression and they fought and won World War II, got a lot of attention. And then the baby boomers, the hippies, and you know all that great music, they got a ton of attention too. But that silent generation fell in between. But that was a generation of the Beatles, the Stones, great poets, uh, Jackson Pollock, great artists. So they were
Yeah,
kind of
like lyrics, you know, they were like, they spoke things that are timeless.
yep.
I love it. I just learned something new today.
Hey,
Um,
root for the Tennessee Titans for Lady Sky.
Titans 7, Colts 31, third quarter still. Is that what I'm doing?
Yep.
Okay.
Just make sure we're rooting for the Tennessee Titans.
Oh, we're rooting. Oh my
Yep.
God, Tennessee Titans are at 7. Colts are following close behind by a 31. This is the third quarter still. We got some time to go. Let's root for the Titans. Go Titans. That's what I'm supposed to do?
That was amazing.
Yeah.
You should be a commentator. You should devote a live stream just commentating football.
It just comes naturally, you know what I mean? Like I can't plan any like my live streams, nothing is ever planned. That's why I could never do a proper like you would write something about the live stream, like what it's about, like we're going live, come chat with us, it's a Q&A, or I have a certain guest, or I'm doing a co-stream. We never know what to write because I'm always winging it, I'm like, I'll start reading the comments and we'll just go from there, right? Mr. Something says, Yogi, I have a Zen teacher. He's a Swami. He was an Oso sannyasin. You familiar? Did you ever go? Oh my God, there was a whole documentary about sannyasin, the Oso sannyasin,
Yep.
that he even came to America. And then, like, there's a whole documentary about him. It's like not good either.
No, but he was what was called in um, the wild the crazy wild tradition where they went way out there in
That's
order
why
to
when
shop.
you say yogi to some people or yoga, the right away they get like rebellious and they say that's a cult. It's
Right.
cult like. It's cult like thinking. But it's like any kind of a thing out there, in like let's say religions, and then there's extremists in
Someone said that.
everything.
Someone said that to Kat on her live stream last week when she said at 5 o'clock we're going over to see hang out with Yogi, and he said, "Oh, I don't like Yogi.
Yeah.
Uh, I think he's a cult."
Remember I told you when I first started doing the breath work, like I was telling my friends, "Oh my God, you guys should do this 478, 478." And I was like, "Yeah, I follow this YouTube channel. It's a yogi and they do this like amazing breath work and it helps you like center you and they're like it sounds like you're in a cult." It's when you believe in something and you sell it and other people can't understand it, they're not ready. Because, like, if you had told me that 2 years ago, I wouldn't have been ready and I wouldn't have accepted it. But I was at a time in my life where I was desperate for something. And so I welcomed it. I was open minded. That was the difference. I was more open minded. And I'm like, yeah, you're just not ready for it yet because it's not a cult. It's like you don't even understand until you start experiencing the changes. It's like miraculous almost. You know what I mean? But it's happening with you. It's not happening anywhere else with anything else. It's happening within you, your consciousness, your way of thinking, your way of believing. And so if that's a cult, listen, sign me up, right? Because I'm like, those are all positive things. It makes you more aware of your own self, about how to make yourself stronger, how to learn. Like in life, we learn how to care for others, but I'm learning that we never really learned how to care for our own self, you know? And it's really important. Like when you say self care, self love, and people are like, oh, you're just so selfish, And it's like, no, it sounds like that to you because you're not ready for it yet. But like self love is the most important thing in life. I was watching this show the other day and they were saying about this lady that took care of her family and did all these things. And she's so selfless, right? And selfless basically means like, oh, you care for others, but you don't care for yourself. And then she asked the question, she said, when did it ever become okay to be selfless, right? To care for others, but not care for yourself, right?
Right.
I'm still learning that, you know. I'm still learning that. It's like I hear those things and like before it would have just been words, but now I hear it and I question it, you know? And that's what I'm learning from a yogi. So if like I'm like, okay, whatever, you know, if you want to think of it like that in a negative way, that's your perspective on life in general. You're not open-minded. I'm open-minded. I'm willing to learn. Um, I'm willing to learn anything that will make me feel better, you know?
Right. I'm just someone, by the way, Mrs. Something Else, a friend Mark said, I'm in a cult. Cool.
That's
Um,
what I said. If you want to call this a cult, I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah, sign me up, you know? Because it's not a cult. It's like you're learning breath work. How is that a cult? You know what I mean? You're
I do.
learning to appreciate your breathing, your breath, something that God gave to you. Without your breath, you cannot live. And all we're doing is appreciating that part of us. Like imagine, do you ever think about how you breathe and why you breathe? And like we just take that for granted. And without it, we don't even exist, you know, without breathing. And so to kind of respect your breathing, to put time aside for your breathing, I feel like sign me up, mom, sign me up. Yogi,
Hey,
I took up so much of your time today.
that's okay.
I know you have a time limit and I'm so sorry. I'm gonna give space to anyone else who wants to come off.
I'm going to be closing things down in just a minute. So,
Oh my god, it always happens with me. I'm like, first you took up the whole live stream. Then when he has to go, that's when you're saying goodbye. You're like, yeah, you know, I was up here for more than I think 5 minutes, but I was up here for like the entire live stream.
no, you weren't up for long, and I always enjoy you when you come up. And it's been a little bit, so um, I appreciate you being here.
Thank
Don't go
you.
anywhere yet. Are you subscribed to our bird?
I can't go on my other device yet, but is it Life is Hard 2022?
That's Grandma.
Grandma, you have such a cool name. Life is Hard. You know what I mean?
Um,
Cora Bird. I see her. Okay, I feel like I am, but I'll check as soon as I get off the live stream.
Good. It's a beautiful channel, by the way.
I'm gonna check you out, girl, because you sound like a girl. You know what I mean? I have a song for
Environment.
that. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I say that a lot, right? Do you know what I mean? Mean.
Environment says your voice has such a lovely vibration.
Oh, that's amazing, Yogi. I have to let you go. Someone's at my door.
Okay.
Um, Peace and love to each and every one of you. I love you guys. Thanks for having me, Yogi. You're like the bestest in the world. You guys
You're
don't
welcome.
forget to super chat. Let it rain some gems down on the yoga. Let it rain some gems. I mean, he does make a living on YouTube. This is his job. I would love if you guys would do a super chat or you can do like get a membership, get some breath work done in here this place. Smash the like button, like and share. Bye, Yogi.
Bye. Thank you.
Super chat, guys. Super chat with a message inside.
Like the way she slipped that in right before she left. Let's see. Grandma says, "Thank you, Bill." That's okay. Cora, I appreciate you guys just popping in and saying hi. Selma's been busy with her boyfriend Jackson this morning. Grandma says, "Yes, girl. Check me out. I'm gonna subscribe to you right now." Two. What is his name? This is Love Your Toy Pups. If you go up a little further in the chat, you will see here. I can't drop links here, guys. I apologize because it'll just come back to my channel because I'm on my desktop. But, oh, wow. Hey, thank you, my friend. Our friend Mark. Hey, I believe that might be the first super chat ever from New Zealand. Awesome. Thank you so much. Heavenly Star says, "Love you, Grandma." Heavenly says, love you, Yogi Bear. I love you too, Heavenly Star. Thank you so much. Course says, how was your day? My day was good today. We had our friend Walking with Goldie up who came up and shared her part of her journey. Hey, Grandma and Cora, this is Toy Pups right down at the bottom there. Yeah, so Goldie, Walking with Goldie, shared the second part of her journey. She's had an interesting but not an easy life. But it's turned out pretty miraculous. That's the important thing. Heavenly says, love to everyone. Got to get back to work. By the way, Heavenly Star has a birthday coming up, November 6th. It's the same day as Jason's birthday. So make sure you go and you celebrate both. Of course, says I subscribe to Toy Pups. Awesome. Toy Pups is going live tonight. Guys, if you want to see a fun live stream, Toy Pups says she'll be starting around 7 or 8. Or subscribe to Toy Pups. So go hang out on her live stream. It'll be, she said, either 7 or 8. Toy Pups is a lot of fun. If you enjoyed her coming up here just for a little bit with me, then wait until you see her live on her own without me weighing her down. Thank you, Sniper. Ladies Guy says, just sub to you, Heavenly. Nice. Make sure you reach out to our friend Manifester too. He comes with Squirrel Snipers community. I'm sorry to hear that, Manifester. I'm happy to hear that you did make it through. Starting this journey again. Hey, starting the journey with prayers, my friend. Hey, Mark. Mark says, so chat, Yogi. Mark, how are you, my friend? How's Joe? Sniper sends some love to Mark. DC says so to Gravity. Adam says, not so sure, Sniper. Is light anything that isn't reflected? Sissy says, now I'll transmute that last statement into something positive, Miss Yogi. You did not weigh anyone down. Well, thank you for that. And thank you for correcting me. We do fall into some language patterns, don't we? Thank you, Sissy. Gravity says, so to Squirrel, hope you're well. Mark's been putting in some big work. Hey, Tandra. Cora says, Yogi. Gravity says, we're okay. Thank you, Yogi. You're welcome, Mark. And he says, depression and addiction is never easy, but spoke with my mom, opened up, and she's with me. So here I go again. Hey, we talk quite a bit about addiction and recovery, as well as depression. I have some more guests coming up in the upcoming weeks who are specialists in both. We've had quite a few people who've been battling their own addiction come up and talk. This is full 100% support. Manny, if you need anything, if you ever want to come up and share your story, let me know. If you want to come up and just because you need a place to be, we're here for you. Whatever you need. Manifester, whatever you need. Of course, says, what's your favorite nature type of thing to do? Well, I used to love running in nature. I still do. The whole reason I got into ultra running was when I discovered ultra running. Anywhere, an ultra is anything over a marathon. So from 50K to 100 miles. And I thought, you mean I get to go out and run, something that I love doing, in nature. for 100 miles, I'm in. But nowadays, just walking in nature, fast walking, I have a little handheld camera, and I take it out with me, and I just go out to see what nature gives me. My all-time favorite thing to do. I've learned to track certain things, like I can tell by ripples across the water if it's a duck or a goose or a beaver or a frog or turtle that plopped in the water. Different little tracks in the water. Manny says, much love and appreciate that. Thank you. You're welcome, my friend. Just know that you got a support team here. Of course, there's a question for you, Yogi. What's that? Manifestor says 100 miles. Well, yeah, really 100 miles isn't that hard. Honestly, you just got to be patient with yourself. Must say that nature and being around animals always helps with my mental health. It does. I'm up early. I am up at 2:15 every morning. I get in my breath work. Sorry, this. I get in my own breath work. I get in my meditation. I do my first round of yoga. Then I do some writing, a cup of coffee, do my morning live stream, and then I'm outside, usually by anywhere between 5:30 and 6. Getting out in nature that early. In the yogic tradition, it's called Brahma Muhurta, the hours of God. The most sacred time of the day to be outside, to be in nature. Mr. Something else says, a friend Mark, I got clean for years, and then I got sick, and they gave me all my favorites. I mean, all the heavy stuff every day. I've learned it's different when you need it. You don't get wasted. You don't get hurt so much. Cora says, I will see you next time. Thanks, Cora. Yes, the first sunlight. But one thing, it's good for you in so many different ways. It helps you enter into the cicada rhythm to help you sleep. It has a positive hormonal effect. It creates the hormones that gives you energy for the day. Cortisol, adrenaline, norepinephrine, those same hormones begin to die off over the course of the day, and their raw material is what the body uses to form melatonin and serotonin. So if you don't create the proper hormonal response first thing in the morning, you don't get that optimal production of the hormones that'll help you sleep at night. Of course, says everyone take care. You too, my friend. We're winding down. I'm going to say goodnight, guys. Grandma says it's raining. I'm still working, but I'm going to check her out. I should be. I should be subscribed to her too. Manifesto says, I was listening to Navajo teachings. I always loved the Southwestern tribes. I love all the Native American tribes, but Southwestern and the Northern, the Iroquois. Get up before the first light and embrace the sunlight. It's funny how that's universal, right? Yogic tradition, ancient in the Far East, and ancient Navajo tradition as well. Remind me tomorrow, we'll talk about Navajo prayer. Mr. Something else says, I've been studying the original Egyptian gods, Ra, Amun. I try to spend as much time in the sun, feel like meditation. Yeah, Mounty, thanks again for coming in. Mark, very much appreciate it. All right, I'm going to wrap things up. I also listen to Navajo Teaching Channel and anything about Hopi prophecies. Love the Hopis as well. There's the Hopi Book of the Dead, actually. All right, guys, I got to wrap things up. I'm going to try to get to bed. Manny says, yes, please. I'm going to do my best to get up and do a live talking about depression. Awesome. I'm glad I caught you, by the way, last Wednesday. All right, guys, if you're around at 5 o'clock in the morning, come on by. Sissy says, pleasant dreams. I'm headed that way as well. Environment says, nighty night. Got me Omni love to you as well. Thanks, guys. Good night, Lucy. Love you guys. I'll see you in the morning. Oh, we got a guest. 1 o'clock. Alan Ishak, talking Course in Miracles. Thank you, Eric LaPointe. Much appreciated. I love nature without the animals, the scary ones. That was from our friend Grandma. Tandra says, good night. Good night, Tandra. Thank you again for the song. All right. Take care, guys.